So, in my next few slides, I will explain who Fortinet is, what we have done in the past to enable our present, and what we are doing in our present to protect the future. And I'm talking about, of course, from the perspective of delivering on our mission to protect our customers and secure people, devices, applications, and data. So Fortinet is a market leader across major security and networking categories. And this slide has a lot of data points, which I want to give context to. First, the first two is we are an $8 billion company based on the last 12 months revenue. And we have been profitable ever since our IPO in 2009. It is very important that the cybersecurity vendor is financially stable because we are securing the mission-critical data, mission-critical apps, mission-critical operations of organizations worldwide. And if we are not financially stable, then we're putting at risk everything that I have mentioned earlier. So this is one key reason why I put that data. Next is proven scale. So we have more than 900,000 customers all over the world. And what it means is that we have more than 900,000 customers trusting Fortinet. So we are a cybersecurity company, our business is trust. And that is the proof of trust that we have, the number of customers that we have in protecting their own organizations, operations, revenue, data, and applications. And next data point is in terms of innovation, 1,430. Why do we keep on saying this as Fortinet? As again, a cybersecurity company, we have always emphasized that the cyber criminals, the threat actors, they always use technology, they're advanced, they're well-funded, they're state-funded. So, of course, that's the level of innovation or even better, even more that we need from somebody who protects us. So with Fortinet's 1,430 innovation patents, this is more than any other cybersecurity vendor out there. What it means is the commitment of Fortinet to keep on developing, to be beyond, not only at pace, but even beyond on what kind of technology that the cyber criminals are doing. And of course, we are supported by the investments of Fortinet all over the world with our employees and our partnerships. And our NASDAQ publicly listed also shows that we, of course, adhere to ethics and compliance set about by the countries worldwide. And a while ago, Rashish was saying that it's very important that the solutions are not point solutions, not talking to each other. One thing that Fortinet has been doing and proud of ever since we started is that we took a stake and bet on the convergence of networking and security. For many years, if you have been following technology, you know that security and networking domain used to evolve and operate separately. But with Fortinet, ever since we have been founded in 2000, we have focused on solutions that have converged networking and security. We know that with this solution, organizations will have better consolidation, better total cost of ownership, and of course the security, because it's security by design, isn't something that's just slapped on, then customers will enjoy a better security posture and simplification of operations. And these also just highlights the innovation pedigree that I mentioned earlier. We have been developing the security OS called FortiOS for the past 25 years. It has started as providing firewall VPN way back 2000, but this security OS called FortiOS has evolved, has advanced. It's now very security and feature-rich OS that is being used across our security fabric platform. So what it means is that all the innovation that I've mentioned goes back, of course, to our own customers' deployment and implementation. Now, I'll pause on that. That's what we did. Now, I want to highlight what we're doing when it comes to AI, because we have been hearing AI everywhere. So Fortinet's perspective on AI is simple. It's two-pronged. One is using AI for security. The second is securing AI. Okay, and both are equally important. So when it comes to using AI for security, it's not new for Fortinet. We have been using AI, particularly machine learning, for the past 15 years in our threat intelligence operations. So the number of customers and devices, all those data and telemetry, those are all being fed to our own Fortinet AI. That's what's being studied by Fortinet AI. So now we have a very matured and sophisticated threat intelligence that is able to guide our devices, our customers, the applications and data when it comes to threat detection, threat hunting, and threat prevention. Now, secondly, when generative AI happened in 2022, Fortinet also implemented generative AI when it comes to helping customers with cybersecurity skills gap, right? So with our generative AI, we are also helping and coordinating with the humans through natural language processing. So when it comes to using AI for security, solutions from Fortinet is end-to-end. It's also agentic AI now. We have in demo earlier, we showed how these agents from Fortinet security fabric are interacting with one another. Now the big topic, which I believe a lot of our organizations and customers need to be more aware of and be educated, is security for AI. Because when it comes to protecting AI, there's a certain level of different sophistication or complexity versus the usual security that we have at the infrastructure level. And from Fortinet perspective, we are securing AI multi-level. So it started on the power being generated. You are familiar that AI data centers consume a lot of power. And once that power is compromised, then we may not have AI data centers running. So protecting that, securing that through security of OT technology is important. All the way to securing GPUs, DPUs, the chips, securing, of course, the infrastructure. But at the same time, Fortinet also secures the AI models itself, the large language models, the other AI training models, and the AI application. So it's an end-to-end solution coming from Fortinet. Other solutions may be point solutions, but going back to the unified, secured, and consolidated platform, that is the main thrust and main goal of a lot of organizations right now, may be provided by Fortinet. And these are just some of the examples of our solutions and products where AI is already embedded. So AI is not bolted in, rather AI is woven in. These tools have been developed with AI and security in mind. And beyond AI, Fortinet is also making a lot of investments when it comes to data centers. What kind of data centers? Security data centers. Because Fortinet also has solutions that are delivered via the cloud. So Fortinet built our own data centers in several countries, or some of them are housed in the third-party cloud providers. But we can see again, the level of investment of Fortinet in providing security data centers to ensure that the data of the customer is protected, the operations are protected, and at the same time, of course, there will be cost efficiencies achieved by our customers. And what are we doing for the future? Perhaps you've heard about quantum computing and the possibility that a lot of the encrypted data right now may be at peril. Once quantum computing is mainstream, they can easily decrypt whatever data was encrypted today. There is such a concept as harvesting now and decrypting later. So some cyber criminals, they're just stealing encrypted data, waiting for quantum technology or quantum computing to be mainstream, and then they will decrypt all of those. But for Fortinet, we have been quantum safe and quantum ready when it comes to our specifically firewall solutions to again protect the future of our customers. So those are just some of the points why Fortinet will be able to help our customers in the challenges mentioned earlier. And thank you for listening.